What's up, football fans? I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is your man Cam. I'm here at SoFi Stadium. Going to give you guys a recap of the Chargers and the Cowboys. Cowboys came into town and they rolled out of town with a victory. Needed a last minute drive and last minute field goal to kind of secure this victory today. Dak Prescott, very efficient today. 27 passes, 23 completions to 8 different receivers. CeeDee Lamb had the most targets, I think, with 8. So he had a pretty effective game, but they were able to run the ball effectively. They ran the ball 31 times for 198 yards. Pollard, it was Pollard that hurt him with over 100-yard rushing, not so much Ezekiel, but Ezekiel had a good pass blocking. He was really good in the pass pro when he was in the game, and he ran the ball nice and hard as well. But they really ran the ball well on the ground, over 6 yards a carry. I'm sure the Chargers and Brian DeStaley want to get that cleaned up for that defensive side of the ball. Next week, they do go against Kansas City, who's going to challenge the defense on the back end. But then if they can run the ball, they're going to run the ball as well. So the Chargers want to get that cleaned up. Micah Parsons was a superstar today. They had to move him from linebacker in short notice. They put him on the edge, and he rushed the passer. He had 4 QB hits, 2 tackles, 1 sack, and a 4th fumble as well. So he was doing good things as a rookie in the second game. He really proved that he can move around the field and that he's a versatile linebacker that kind of give the Cowboys some flexibility. So they have that to look forward to throughout the season, kind of how they can use and move him around the box and in multiple ways, multiple positions. The Chargers didn't do much to really help themselves win, although Justin Herbert played a great game in the sense that he threw for another 300-yard passing game. He now sets the record with Patrick Mahomes and Dan Marino as the only 2 quarterbacks to have this many amount of 300-yard passing games in their first 2 seasons of their career. He's moving up on the 5,000-yard mark, or 5,000-yard mark. Needs a few more yards to get that and tying Patrick Mahomes. But Justin Herbert is in great category, setting the record with Dan Marino, Hall of Famer, and then a Super Bowl winner, Patrick Mahomes. So they did good in that response. However, they did well in their rushing attack today. They average over 5.0 yards a carry. That was up from last week, so that was an improvement from last week. However, their 12 penalties for 95 yards, 94 yards really impacted their game. Penalties in crucial moments, called a couple of touchdowns back. It really impacted their ability to win the game today and opened the door for the Cowboys to kind of sneak in there and do what they did. So the Chargers have a lot to clean up. Coach Staley did say last week, even in the win, they have some areas where they can clean up to get better moving throughout the season. And this loss obviously gives them a chance to kind of look in the mirror and see some things that they should be able to improve on moving forward. Next week they play the Chiefs. The Chiefs, who look like they're beating up the Baltimore Ravens already, but they play the Chiefs. They go to Kansas City. At least it's not inclement weather that they're going to be playing in. It should be fairly decent, but they get the AFC champions from last year. They get a chance to kind of show their wares against them and show their improvement. No doubt Justin Herbert is going to step up and play well. How is the rest of the team going to play? How is the defense going to be able to fare? Because the defense, although they only allowed 20 points today, they did allow Dak Prescott to go 23 of 27 and be super efficient. They got 1 interception, no fumbles cost, or they did force a fumble, but they didn't get the fumble. Dallas recovered their own fumble. So they got to do better in that one, trying to produce more turnovers, trying to get some stops to get off the field. Because Dallas continued to drive. They had a couple long drives, one early in the game and then one late in the game to kind of close it out. So the Chargers have room to improve. They are 1-1 now, and they head to Kansas City 1-1. We'll see what the improvements they make. But thank you guys for tuning in. As always, this is your man Cam. I'll be at every Chargers home game to kind of give you a recap of what's going on. And there's a couple road games I may travel to later on the season. But make sure you guys follow me. Voice of the Fans on YouTube, What's Good in Sport on Twitter, Voice of Fans on Instagram, and then also Want to give a shout out to the guys at H&B Media for producing the video here. Want to give a shout out to the LA News Observer. You can find my writing there as well every week. LA News Observer or OGNSC.com. I want to thank you guys for your time, and as always, thank you for making our voice your choice.